The DJI Pocket 3 might be the most creative little camera I've ever owned. But let's be honest, it's not perfect. Two big weak points: low light performance, and it only has one lens. So you kind of get this wide angle lens, and that's all. So today, I'll be showing you the setup I just built to fix both of those. A full upgrade kit using some newer and Insta360 accessories. And before anybody asks, no, this video isn't sponsored. I bought all this gear myself, but I do have some affiliate links down below. It doesn't cost you a penny more, but it does help me make a few dollars on the side to keep building content like this. So if you guys see anything you like and you're going to buy it anyway, look out for your boy. I'm looking out for you. We can keep the positive energy flowing. Cool? Cool? Now, let's get into it. First up, we're going to talk lights. If you use the Pocket 3 indoors or at night, you already know it struggles. That's why I grabbed two of these magnetic newer lights, the M21 and the M21C. The C stands for color, RGB version. They both charge by USB-C. They both snap right onto the Pocket magnetically, and they both instantly fix the low light issue. I'll show you. The M21 is the clean white fill for vlogging or product shots. And then they come on with these accessories here. You see it's the light. Then this snaps on to the side. If you want to put two of them onto the side of your camera. See, it snaps here onto the side of your Osmo. So if it's on the back here, okay. So they just kind of come both each also with these frames that snap on. Everything is magnetic. Hold on to it's very bright, warm, or white light. So they both snap on there. So you always got some light going. And this is the M21C RGB. It adds color control so I can get creative tones for cinematic setups. And one RGB does color, as you see, and also has the side snaps as well that you can put. It doesn't wiggle off. See that? And can snap on. Those are the effects. So they're small, and I have two, and you can usually fit three of them on here, whether that's three all whites or three of the RGBs. Either one actually doesn't matter. They're small, bright, and light enough to keep the whole rig still pocketable. No pun intended. Maybe a little pun intended. We'll be seeing more of these later. Next, I got a protection and stuff to expand it. So I've got the newer GP40 protective cover here. And see, normally you get this little case that you can also hold some of your extra lenses. That's the wide angle lens that I have in there. And you can put your right in there. Let's see, like this, face down, so it protects your screen. But you see, it still kind of wiggles in there. So I bought the GP40, you can see right in there, from Newer, which is just this clip-on part. And what it does is it lets you just clamp a cover over your original case so that it's now more covered and you don't have to worry about anything kind of moving over there. And then it also has a band to connect on these two nods, like a rubber band, so you can put on both sides. That would keep the case from flapping around, but I don't use it when I'm actually doing it like this with you guys, so you guys can see. But that's that. Then I've got the newer magnetic holder, which adds a 1/4-inch screw mount right there, so you can attach lights, grips, or even power banks. It's like a little exoskeleton that makes the Pocket 3 modular. And I really love it because it's also, this part right here is magnetic, so you can literally just clamp it on anything and it doesn't go anywhere, and you can get some really interesting shots with my Pocket 3. And it's super easy to put on. Just slips right over the cover here and then clamps in. Yeah, as you can see on this back here, it has this module, so you guys, so that basically anything on there you can loop, or it can lay flat, or you can stick it in, so anything can be attached as like one of these backpack waist or any of that. So it just gives you a lot of flexibility to where you want to put your Osmo Pocket 3. This setup finally lets me treat it like a true creator camera, not just a little tiny gimbal. All right, now onto the optics. This is the newer macro lens, and it's the secret weapon I use. The Pocket 3 isn't great for close-ups, but this magnetic macro lens gives me sharp, detailed focus just inches away from the subject. Perfect for product B-roll, textures, or any food shots that you would be doing. Combine that with the wide-angle lens from your creator kit, if you got that, and now I've got a complete 3-lens setup, macro, standard, and wide. That alone makes this camera way more flexible for real-world filmmaking. And finally, I have the Insta360 invisible selfie stick and tripod. Technically not a DJI accessory, but this is my favorite of the selfie sticks because, as you see, it's very small. It's not that much bigger than it with the extension rod on, but it has an invisible selfie stick in here that can go pretty far. If you guys can see this. And at the same time, it also is a tripod. So at any time you need to sit it down anywhere, it can get pretty small, and I love just setting this down anywhere, turning on my Osmo Pocket, and directly just start getting shots of me whenever I need to. I can talk directly to camera, and since it syncs automatically with the DJI wireless microphone, more on that later, it's a pretty easy setup for me to get right and go. It just feels honestly like I'm cheating. You know, this has 4K and everything else, so it's really easy to take this anywhere with this little setup. And then right now too, you also have the DJI Mic Mini. Right now it's on sale, almost 50% off. As you guys can see, you get both of the DJI mics and one wireless transmitter and the case that charges them, all for less than $100. I don't know how long this is going to be, but as of the time of the recording on this video, this sale was going right there. Remember, it wirelessly links to your video, so I'll have a link for this as well in the comments. You guys don't miss this deal if you guys are looking for a wireless system to pair with your Osmo 3. Okay guys, here it is. Can you see with everything on it? Let's get a little bit closer. All right, got the two lights on, got the cage locked in, and I have the extension rod here and on the back. Let's make it really easy to kind of set it up here, or you can set it up from the bottom. And with this, I have the tripod, so I can just set it down anywhere, anytime. And you've got the magnetic lenses that can hop on at any time. And then I will show you the DJI wireless mic system that is on sale right now for really cheap, and it's a crazy deal, and it automatically hooks up to this with no receiver necessary, even though you do get one. So literally with this setup, you can just set this thing right down and be ready to go anywhere, anytime for high quality video. And this is my perfect travel setup companion to level the Osmo 3 up and really give it that cinematic feel. So this weekend, I'm taking the full setup out to the field for a test. Low light shots, close-ups, some cinematic sequences if we can, the works. That'll be probably part 2, and we'll find out how much this gear actually improves image quality. And again, none of this is sponsored. I'm just testing what I actually use. So if you want to check out any of the stuff or the accessories I mentioned, I dropped all the Amazon links below. And yeah, using them helps me without costing you anything extra. So appreciate the support, and I'll see you in part 2. This is The Business of Play, according to Clay. Like, follow, and sub on LinkedIn and YouTube for more. Thanks.